What's going on, world? It's your man Jay Denim, also known as JFK. And as promised, man, I told you guys I'll be doing a comparison video. So here we are. We have the Chinese New Year Jordan 12 and the Jordan Taxi 12. Pardon me, I have a tower with sneakers. So throughout my towers, I label stuff. I put a little tag on it to let me know what it is prior to coming out the box, or for me reaching, scavenging through whatever, just so I can get to some of my sneakers. And as you guys can see, check this out. Before I even get to unboxing the shoes, peep this. This is a size 11 box. The very, very top. The CNYs. Chinese New Year's. This is a size 11 box. This is a size 9 box. Factory. Like, I didn't switch boxes or anything. Size 9, size 11. Now look at that. They're damn near the same size. In all actuality, in size, the Jordan 9 size beats the size 11 box. It's kind of crazy now that you look at it. But I'll get to my pair first. Again, shout out to my man Clean Whips and Kicks, man. You guys gotta follow my Instagram. It's clean_whips and kicks. I might have said that wrong, but it's 2 underscores, man. Check it out. I'll put the info at the bottom. But thank him for letting me get these. And again, this is my personal pair. This shoe is actually a few years old, man. This shoe actually, yes, I keep receipts, people. It came out in 2013, man. So you can check the release date, man. It was release day of, man. 2013. This was December 14th, 2013. And here they are. Some legendary shoes. Michael Jordan actually did step foot in these. He did play in these. Not this exact same flavor, but he played in the Cherries actually against Allen Iverson. So that's just one of those moments that you never forget. But yes, he did play in this model as well, the white and blacks. He did play in these. But you see this shoe, right? You got a good glance. You got it's not, oh, that's a Jordan. Okay, you see you got that real quick? Okay, hang on. Give me a second. Because I talked about this in my last video, man. We did an unboxing again. I love this box, man. I love how they went, the extra mile with this through all the packaging and everything. I wrapped it back up, so it's like, I promise you're probably going to feel like you're seeing twins or something. See this shoe? You see this? Totally different shoe. Years apart. Totally different shoe. I know you're looking like, what? We're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to talk about the comparison of what the difference of the shoe is. From the view that you're getting right now, off rip, you probably can already tell that tongue is a big difference. I mentioned this in the last video, man. This has the branded Jordan, the phenomenal logo that we all do know. Some of y'all that wear retros and some of y'all that don't, that run around in Jumpmans. Either way, you know the logo. And then you got this right here. Something that a lot of people are not too familiar with. Me, myself, still not 100% sure on what this is, man. So for those who's watching it, whenever you guys see this, let me know. What do you think this is? Or if you do know, comment and let me know. Teach me something. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Well, by the time you look at this, who knows? I might know already. So, but again, from what I've read, I've seen a few places say that it's actually 12. Like, that is the word 12 in the Chinese language. So who knows, man? I don't know. But let's get an all-around view of these shoes. The laces are different from what I can see. The back's almost identical, man. The 23 is red on both spaces. So you check this, though, there is a difference in between these. This is like a woven basket from what I read. That's actually what that design is right here. So I like that. Again, I love the material that and the design that they went with on your right, my right, your left. This Jordan shoe, the 3M was one of the biggest things, again, that you could tell the difference of. I don't know if you guys can actually see that directly from where you're at. I got the lights beaming kind of high, but there is no 3M on this shoe at all. But it doesn't take away from the shoe nonetheless. To be honest, I prefer this. This is the shoe I prefer. This is my personal pair. I have stepped out on these a few times. Very few times. I've probably worn them like 4 or 5 times, if that. If you look right here, you actually see around the lace tips. This right here, this is designed from bamboo or wood. It's a wood material. It looks like wood. It's Chinese, man. So they mix it up sometime. But this on the taxis is actually gold, and it feels like it's metal. Whereas in comparison to these, this feels plastic. So, I mean, maybe they went the cheap route with these. I'm not 1,000,000% sure. I don't know, but I like it. I like this wood grain or this bambooish kind of look. I like that a lot. As far as the shoe itself goes, though, what would I prefer? As far as a collector, I know what some people prefer out there. I know what you guys are going to choose. You're going to, what's more expensive. You're going to go with the more higher end shoe. And sometimes I understand that. But as a collector, as a guy who's learning to not just have towers of shoes and to wear some of the stuff that you got, I'm learning to kind of appreciate shoes more. And I mean, not that I don't appreciate them now, but get a wear out of some of the stuff you got. And I've had a lot of shoes, like over 80% of the stuff I get, I don't even wear. I know it's wild to say, but I run through shoes, and some things I wear, some things I won't. These are mine. These I would wear. These are the shoes that you collect, and you let them sit, and you let them stack, and you let them go for $1,200, $1,300 later down the road. Who knows? Whatever the value of the shoe may be. But this is a very, very rare shoe, man. I can't say that enough. There's but so many in the States. It was initially listed as a Chinese, like an overseas release. So this, on the other hand, was summer everywhere in the year 2013. Anybody that really hunted for a pair got a pair. So you got to let them know. The bottoms actually as well. You got to see the comparison. As you can see, you see the translucent pods on these. And I mentioned this in my last video. If you haven't watched it, you need to, because I went specifically and talked about this pattern right here, the yellow pattern that's in there. That's actually why the shoe is called Taxi. Crazy enough, but it's the truth. So that's one of the biggest differentials between this and between this, as well as the 3M reflectiveness on the shoe. But I per se feel that I can't big up my shoes enough, man. I love these things right here, even though, again, you hardly ever see me in them. I do like 12s, nowhere near as much as I like 13s, but y'all be seeing those too. We're actually gonna be doing a video of some 13s coming out. It looks like the Jumpman. Yeah, okay, so the Jumpman's red on both sides. I'm looking at that, checking that out. Both sides we have a red Jumpman. Here where the 2.3s out on the Taxis is actually yellow, and the 2.3 here on the Chinese New Year's is actually red, which isn't even a surprise to me at all there. So I'm not too surprised about that. Again, the laces are definitely different. I kind of can zoom in on that too. The laces that you see, you don't see these laces probably too much. You might, maybe depending on what shoes you're into. You don't usually see these thin rope laces. Trust me, I tried to find some more. And these right here, this is more like the cotton, the premium look they try to kind of go for on the shoe, which I love that. I appreciate that a lot. I know what they were going for. I see that they were trying to, add definition to the shoe by giving it some exclusive laces and complementing the shoe a lot more. I like that too, but classic Taxi laces, man. Them 12s, I can't get away from 12s. When you look right here, actually this Jumpman as well. Let's get into that. Again, it's like that wood grain or maybe bamboo-ish kind of material. I want to say wood grain more so. I believe that's what the look is kind of supposed to be going for. I do like that it's accented in gold. I like that a lot more rather than just the black per se that's on the Taxi. So, but again, what would I rather choose and what would I rather wear? And again, this shoe right here, I can't explain it enough. This is from a different time. So retail was 170 at that time. Retail was 170 on these things. You see that right there, directly from the store. Retail was 170 back then. So now retail for almost anything is 190. The only thing you touch it for 170 these times is Lowe's. So I love these though. Again, I feel like it was a very well crafted shoe. It was a good design. It's just 250 or 170. 250, 170. The choices. Rock, stock. Rock, stock. Am I rocking these? Am I stocking these in the closet? I'm rocking these. So I'm going 170. I can't help it. And again, even with that, it's just certain attributes about this shoe. You don't forget. Jordan wore shorts, of course, playing. So you remember seeing this, or, certain things, these gold accents on the shoe. You remember that. This, whereas it's plastic or something. It's not nowhere near as the metal, material that they use, and as heavy as even the shoe itself. They're two totally different sizes, but to be honest with you, totally honest, this is a much lighter shoe as well. So I'm not too surprised about that either. Seemingly like the material that they use to it, of course, would add some weight to it. I'm sure if I had a size 9 here in comparison, I think this 9 would be a lot lighter still than a shoe that's made with 3M and, you know what I mean, and all types of tech. And even with the translucent bottoms, I'm pretty sure that gel adds some more weight to the shoe. Do I like these? Again, yes. I won't discredit the shoe at all. Do I love these? You damn right I do. So again, you guys let me know, man. What do you prefer? You prefer the CNYs, Chinese New Year's, or do you prefer them Jordan 12 Taxis? Me, I'm fine keeping my Taxis in the cut. I will do what I can to try to get a pair of these when they release and touch the States all over. Will I? I don't know, man. I'm not too pressed on it when I got a shoe that's almost identical. So we give you guys the versus, the first of all comparison videos, the Jordan 12 Chinese New Year's versus the Jordan 12 Taxis. Let us know what you think. Appreciate the love from us at Stash. Yeah.